Did you know that Naoya Inoue faced 3 mysteriously dangerous fighters who many forget about? They exposed weakness in the monster and did not fear the Japanese sensation for a second. Get ready, as we will show you the toughest battles of a young Naoya Inoue's career. This is Fighting as Art. Let's go. In 2015, after injuring his right hand in that savage knocking out of Omar Narvaez, Inoue was forced to stay out of the ring for a year. Well, just months after his return back to the ring, the monster faced another tough adversity where he had to put his body on the line. The Japanese sensation was booked to defend his WBO title against mandatory challenger David Carmona, who relished the chance to taste Inoue's big red button. The Mexican had 20 wins to his record, had only 9 knockouts, but is a pit bull who is willing to battle to the very end. This fight is Carmona's second attempt at a major title, so he has no choice in this fight but to give it his all. So on the 8th of May, the gladiators collided and Inoue was brought to the edge of collapse. Like they had come to settle a beef, the warriors released bombs from the beginning. Carmona acted like he was on a different level to other Inoue's opponents. Soon, Inoue started releasing the shots that would bring him back to his senses. But Carmona would not relent. The Mexican was out to prove that Inoue is only a human. Well, Inoue showed his true color. He combined left hooks with vicious right hands. And the level of aggression increased. Carmona threw his big right hand, and the monster tore his rival's body to shreds. In that round, Inoue smashed into Carmona's granite temple with a straight and injured his right hand. And he was limited to being a one-handed boxer. Doing his best Nick Newell impression, he had to continue the demolition with his left hand. But Carmona took this as an opportunity to unleash on Inoue. But Inoue was still twice the fighter. The Japanese champion was now toying with the Mexican. But the tough Carmona showed off his vibranium jaw. Eating Inoue's best punches like candy. And tapping into his Mexican heritage, Carmona did his best to respond.
強く持ってですね。
影響はどうでしょうか。
いや全く関係ないと思います。
そうですか。
ただここはお互いに。
そうですね。
But Inoue unloaded a barrage that should have shut the Mexicans' lights for good.
ワンツースリーフックのパンチ。カルモナもしかし打ち返していけるかにこの試合で判断しました。見た。井上チャンスだ。井上チャンス。
As the rounds came to a close, it became clear that it was a do-or-die affair for Carmona.
ここ両者にとって一つターニングポイントのラウンドを迎えました。第6ラウンドライドに変わってきました。初めてこの試合カルモナも打ち返していく。いやこれまだ一度もダウンシーンはありません。ただし左だけでどれだけこの相手を距離を取りたい。この距離感で村田さんいいですか。あるいは狙っているのか。ここでしかしいいですね。
Ahead of the 12th and last round, Inoue received expert corner advice from his father, who trusted him on how to crush his enemy with body shots, even without using his right hand.
そういうのがやっぱり試合の。
And so he did.
完全にボディで仕留めていた怪物。これがモンスターという移動メートルノックエンドでしまいだ。
そうですね。
During the final 3 minutes of the bout, Inoue caught Carmona off guard, cracking him with the injured right.
使ってきた。腕を見てあげてボディ決着がどうだ。カルモナもボディで受けて返しています。カルモナの試合これ。
The monster bit down and tried his best to rack up his 6th straight knockout win.
KO 勝利でもありました。この試合もやはり最後の最後に井上の破壊力が相手をどうぞだね。最終ラウンドもう相手は反撃する力がない。フィニッシュを打ち込めるか。この試合で決められるか。
In the end, Inoue had to settle for just the second points victory in his career. The dominant 10-8 in round 12 helped him secure a wide win with scores of 118 to 109, 118 to 109, and a bizarrely close 116 to 111. The winner was obvious. Carmona was severely damaged, while the only thing Inoue had to fix was his hair.
判定ですが、もう判定は間違いありません。
Although a loss, Carmona's effort won him 4 rounds against Naoya, which is more than the monster had lost through his entire career to this point.
モンスター判定はもちろん大差でアウトだ。
Sadly, this war had a damaging effect on Carmona's career. Snapping to a 20 wins, 3 losses record, the Mexican lost his next 2 fights and has since lost 12 of his last 14 fights.
Carmona, after round 1, how you just saw.
Been up in weight extremely, against there you go. I think the referee did what.
For the first time, the monster showed signs of something being amiss. Nonetheless, the unbeaten wunderkind from Japan retained his super flyweight title for the second time. It also gave him his first complete 12-round bout. On August 25, 2013, the boxing ring was set ablaze with the collision of 2 top light flyweight Japanese fighters. One was the reigning Japanese champion Ryoichi Taguchi, and the other was a young Naoya Inoue in only his 4th professional fight, refusing to pad his record like these beta males. This match was a treasure trove of surprises for boxing fans, which we will unravel today. He collided against the monster for his first title defense. Inoue, still early in his career, was having his 4th pro fight and was only 20 years old. It would be their second meeting, but this time, their clash was for real. The Japanese light flyweight title was on the line, and this war would be nothing like the play fight they had. It was a rampage from the onset. Unlike other Inoue's fights, he was getting touched with Taguchi's dangerous punches.
その青いシューズには今日の着付けが入っているチャレンジャーの皆さん。青いシューズ、その青いシューズには今日の着付けが入っているチャレンジャーの井上尚弥。普段は立ち上がりあるでしょうか。
But Naoya will not be bullied, even though it was only his 4th pro fight.
出てきている。さあ井上の左。やいがさばいてますね。先に仕掛けていっているのが井上尚弥。リンゴック。これ田口はもう首をついてきて。
Taguchi refused to retreat and was out there to prove something.
右のキック、強引にここはパンチで前に出ようというのが左のキック。この辺りで井上尚弥は距離がうまくつかめてきているかどうか。なんとなく自分の中では 日本タイトルマッチ、日本ライトフライ級のタイトルマッチ。
Inoue started to add pepper to his strikes.
23年ぶりの快挙が2人。井上さあ左。川島さんうまく合わせましたね。はい。
お父さんの慎吾さん、もっと楽に行こうぜっていう言葉を7、8回声かけました。
And the monster started to unleash, now looking the more experienced of the fighters.
この辺りもさ距離を詰めて前に出ていく赤いグローブの田口です。今離れ際を狙っている。井上の左行ってちょっと手をついてか。さあ出てくるのが左。チャレンジャー井上の左。
左強烈ですよね。うまいですね。
左の
Shortly after, the champion will rally back.
一応ね、当たる確率高いですからね。右手特に痛みが高いですね。
破りました。さあしかしここは最後にラストを見せる田口。そこも
The senior Japanese made the foolish mistake of stalking the monster.
ライトフライ級タイトルマッチ第3ラウンドに入っています。左のフック出てこようというところに左。
And ate some counter punches for his troubles.
それに対してさあ左がキーという風な話もしていた。
積極的にいって。
さあ右のフック。
The monster was now fighting like a madman.
次に自分のパンチだけが当たるところこの距離感をただ左のフックを返す田口。ここで第3ラウンド終了。
He missed with the killer punches.
できるだけ細かく打つ。
And this fight tested Inoue's resilience, and he had to go to a deep place.
その悲願に向けてという青いグローブの井上尚弥。そうは左折と初防衛
コツコツどんどん追い詰めていこうという指示ですね。
はい
で右手は絶対に下げるなよという注意が最後に与えられました。
Naoya got cracked with a heavy right hand.
出てくるところに今ジャブを合わせた。右にフック田口のパンチ。
but would compose himself and start unloading.
この前は強気でいけそれしかないという指示を出していました。はい。チャンピオンサイド西岡アナウンサーです。
Neither fighter was willing to take a step back.
田口が接近戦に臨む。さあ井上これつけるか。
簡単になってしまうんですけど、そうさせないところが大事持ち味。
そうですね。ただまだ足は使った方がいいですね。
足を使った方がいいですか。
While Inoue threw his hardest shots.
じゃないかと思いますね。
はい。
思えば。
来ましたね、左足。
井上が前に出る。ここをチャンスと見たか。
顔面ですよね。なかなか打たないパンチですよね。井上君しか。
Taguchi showed no sign of surrender and punched the challenger like never before.
というシーンが井上がここでパンチだがここでゴングです。日本タイトルのかかったこの一戦。飛び込み際左のここはフックを合わせてきます。そして左とつなげてきます。
攻めるそうですね。そうすると自分のチャンスが回ってくるんですね。
Mixing liver shots with head strikes, Inoue showed his warrior spirit.
井上は2度追い詰めます。
来ましたね。ボディですね。
そのあたりを考え始めている井上尚弥。そして前に出る。
The monster was now starting to see the strikes more clearly and evaded masterfully.
あたりはチャンピオン田口が少しこれというシーンを作れずにいます。
And upped the tempo.
距離を潰す打ち合いに持ち込む。がつく。ちょっと田口からパンチが出ないか。井上が前に出る。田口をフックが絡み。
Ahead of the sixth round, Inoue received new instruction from his father. He now started to uncork brutal shots to the body.
の内訳も取り入れながらこのままの戦い方でいいぞというふうに言って送り出されています。
手応えを感じているチャレンジ。一方愚直なまでに前に出ようというその田口。福永さん。
Then went upstairs.
ああいう下がりもらうんですよね。
But the champion showed that Inoue will need more than just punches to take him out and fought back.
アッパーから前に出る。左のフック。田口も左。前に出て右。とんでもないパンチが飛んでいる。ボディが。
見てます、見てます。
さあ田口はただそれにもいかない。一方の井上はこの試合勝てば世界ランク入り。世界につながる戦いと化します。さあ足を止めての試合になるか。左フック。井上を
But eventually, Taguchi blew his wad.
井上というのは初めて見ましたが。
そうですね。井上も気が強いんで、田口選手が打ってくるとやっぱり打ち返しますね。
そうですね。さあ
バランスがいいですね、バランス。
追いかけていく。さあしかしアッパーで相手の動きを封じようという田口。
The reigning champion showed off a granite jaw, eating Inoue's punches like KFC.
このプロデビュー4戦で日本タイトル獲得は平中明典さん、そして栃吉丈一郎さん、この2人しかいません。漏れました。あのボクシングの技術で、そのテクニックで観客を魅了する、そんな井上相打ちを追い詰めていきます。ビッグボディ、ここで第9ラウンド終了。
In the final round, both fighters agreed to unload without rest, smudging each other's gray matter.
チャレンジャー井上か、歴史は作られるか、どちらがヒーローになる。ちょっと食らってきた。魂の勝負になりました。さあファイナルボディ、さらに低く、こっち、
井上ガードですよ、ガード。
はい、もうガードサイド行ってますね。もう完全に打ち合いだ。
足使った方がいいですね、動いて。
これがボクシングの打ち。
The monster, still not tired after 10 rounds, closed the war strong.
思いとともに拳を固める。井上が出る。井上尚弥を倒しに行っている。
優勝してますね。
左のアッパー、井上が出ます。カリスマカリトップする。前に出る井上。こんなとてつもない魂の震える試合になっている。
井上下がらないですもんね。
カリスマカリス、井上をパンチを続ける。これが最初のマッチ。これが両者の人生をかけて
The intensity of the fight drawing tears from Inoue's family.
新チャンピオンとなりました。
In the end, Inoue won the Japanese title by unanimous decision with scores of 98-92, 98-93, and 97-94. Taguchi was the only fighter the monster failed to knock down in his pro career. On New Year's Eve in 2016, Naoya Inoue faced an even tougher challenge against another undefeated samurai in Kohei Kono. He showed a granite chin, eating punches like candy. A knockout of the former two-time champion would confirm that Inoue is the most dangerous puncher in boxing. Finally, at the Ariake Stadium, an unstoppable force met an immovable object as the knockout machine Inoue crossed paths against the veteran with an all-time uncrackable chin.
直哉、画面右。たった
The monster unleashed the hard jabs early,
世界タイトルマッチです。距離感を測っていくのはチャンピオン。
then upped the tempo.
さあ具志堅さん、
はい、
この試合まず井上サイドから見たポイント、どういうところになりますか？
いやいや、もう立ち上がりが
Kono foolishly charged at Inoue, trying to hurt the monster.
どういうところをこれ、
はい、
ポイントにするものなんですか？
井上君は、
右のフックだ、なんとコード攻撃でした。あっという間に2分経過。いや前に出て
But whatever he threw didn't shake up Inoue.
右のショートアッパー、さあコードがボディ、井上尚弥を下がってる。そして井上尚弥、ロープ背負った、右だ右だ、コードの右、左を返した。
Showing no respect for the elderly, Naoya would remind him why he is called the monster.
河野選手のラッシュもしっかりブロックしているので、気持ちが強く出てますね。
そうですね。いや両者が
Lining up right hooks, he tagged the challenger with combinations and hellacious uppercuts.
河野公平、第2ラウンドは残り30秒。右のフック、井上尚弥。
And the monster softened up his enemy.
左のボディー、とてつもない音が効いた。これは効いている、これは効いている。ここで第2ラウンド終了。
By the third round, Inoue felt he had toyed with his rival enough and started to unleash the shots that would put Kono in a blender.
行こうというその指示です。はい。立本慎吾アナウンサー、ラウンドリポートです。さあ今度はショートアッパー、さらに右、左。ここは井上の連打。河野がさらに右。チャンピオンの。
But Kono would refuse to tap out, so at that point, it became a phone booth brawl.
効いてますね。
ただ河野が前に出た。
いいです。
Inoue was now evading the punches like Goku.
いいですよ。
しっかりと相手の動きを見極めてんだ。飛び込んでいく河野左。これも井上尚弥がかわす。
内訳もしっかりしてますしね。
But Kono, proving to be tougher than Inoue's past opponents, started unloading on the monster.
強かった、そう回したい、そう思って臨んでいる今回の防衛戦。いやー、コーナー出てきた。
Inoue quickly shut him up with crushing barrages.
河野公平、的確に強力にここはさばいていきます。そして左のボディ、さらにいく。あ、ちょっとこれは効いたか、これは効いたか。こちらはプロ43戦目。
But Kono would rally back once more and almost knocked out Inoue.
接近したい。いやー、接近して、そして右や、そして左。河野のというラウンドでしたが、
それでも前に出てくる河野さんに対していろいろ考えながら戦ってるんで、
はい、
そういったところでも。
長谷川渥美さん、はい、河野言ってますよね。
いや、河野選手としては今、
The monster was taken into deep waters.
いやー、覚悟を決めたその男のこのボクシングスタイルということで、今まで以上のパンチが、破壊力のあるパンチが打てるようになったと。河野放ちます。その河野の今は右が2発。
Inoue had received a beatdown, and this made the monster angry. In the 6th round, Kono again tried to bully Inoue, but was met with a brutal left hook that made him mistake the canvas for a mattress.
今のラウンドを続けていこうという声が飛んでいました。
そしてまた前に出ます。河野が前に出てきた。左の井上の左。さあ、
効いてますね。
河野公平は立てるか。河野公平は立てるか。
Moving back while jabbing, the champion masterfully doubled his left hook to level Kono.
そしてまた前に出ます。河野が前に出てきた。左の井上の左。
Kono was given extra seconds to survive. Inoue leapt onto the corner to celebrate, only to be waved back in. The monster was given a second chance to give his rival a proper send-off to the Shadow Realm. Fully charged and ready to unleash, Inoue released the kinds of shots that left Kono dazzled, and the challenger was knocked out on his feet before crashing to the canvas like fallen tree. Inoue wobbled his victim with a left hook, and his vaunted right hand finished the deal, sending Kono down on the ropes for the finish. With that performance, Inoue and his team had completed a trilogy of clean-cut performances in 2016. And the humble fighter went to check on his opponent, who he just crushed into pieces. At the end of the fight, Inoue said that his game plan was to capitalize on Kono's aggressive style of fighting, letting him come forward and then land counter blows.
しっかりと相手の動きを見極めて、連打飛び込んでいく河野左。これも井上尚弥かわす。
The win moved Inoue to 12-0, and the Japanese defended his WBO super flyweight title for the 4th time. The performance was commanding, and he showed off his ability to destroy even the most uncrackable of chins. Sadly, Inoue, through his punches, sent Kono to the elderly home. The destruction of Kono by Inoue would have an effect on the veteran's chin and career.
そうですね、やっぱ右のストレートが的確に当たりましたね。
Kono would go on to lose a technical decision in his next fight before again failing in a 6th-round retirement against Jason Maloney. On the other hand, Inoue went on to defend his super flyweight titles for stepping up to the bantamweight division to rule another kingdom with his iron fists. Without a doubt, the pound for pound showed his ability to emerge victorious from a duel of smoking barrels, and that he has the skills to fight one-handed even against a world-ranked opponent.